Hey, you. Yeah, you over there. Are you tired of playing the same boring card games? They would be so much better if you couldn't see your cards, right? Well, I have the perfect game for you. Introducing... Let's just cut to the chase. What's the objective of this game? You must work with your partner to defeat your mirrored selves by gaining more tokens than them to win the game. How does one play Mirror on the Fall, you may ask? Well, it's quite simple. The game must be played with 4 players and split into 2 teams of 2. Each team will start with 15 tokens, with the rest of the tokens being placed to the side. Each player will get a stand to place 6 cards on it. These cards will affect your team's supply of tokens in many ways. You can gain more tokens, lose some tokens, or nothing will happen. Your hand of cards must be facing away from you, so that you can't see them but everyone else can. Your partner must be sitting directly next to you, either to your left or to your right. The other team will do the same and sit directly across from the other team. Each team will also receive 3 prompt cards and 3 power cards. Don't worry, these will be explained later. The rest of the playing cards will be placed face down to the side. Now you are ready to start the game. This game will be round based, 8 rounds in total. Here's how it'll go. First, you must play an intense game of rock paper scissors to see which team will go first. The winner will be called Team Real, while the losers will be called Team Mirror. They will fight to see which one is the real team and see who gets to stay in this world. Team Real goes first and will have one person, the picker, pick a card from a position in their hand. The picker must be careful, as whatever card they choose, their mirrored self across from them will choose the same card from the same position. You don't want to choose a card that could hurt your team and help the other team. This is where the helper, your partner, comes in to try and avoid the picker from choosing the wrong card. Before the picker chooses their card, the helper will give the picker a prompt card. These prompt cards will show which position in the picker's hand has good cards that could help the team. On the prompt cards, it will show either left, right, or center. This will show the picker which side of their hand has a good card they can use. Now it's time for the power cards to come in. These cards can change the course of the game in big ways. These are optional to use and can only be used by the helper to help the picker. These power cards will affect whatever card the picker has chosen. Each team has the same 3 power cards. They are the reverse card, which reverses the effects of the card placed down. The absolute card, which turns any negative effects into positive effects. And a double card, which doubles the amount of tokens you get on said card. If chosen, the power card must be placed face down by the helper before the picker chooses a card and after the prompt card is shown. Once you use a power card, it cannot be used for the rest of the game. If you end up not using any power cards by the end of the game, you gain 3 extra tokens for each power card you don't use. This gives each team some strategy on whether they want to use their power cards or not. Now that Team Real's picker has chosen their card and put it face down in front of them, their mirrored self will do the same thing, choose the card in the same position across from them. Now it's time for Team Mirror to move. The person who placed down their card will now be the helper to their partner, who is now the picker. The same goes for Team Mirror in terms of using their prompt and power cards as explained earlier for Team Real. Once the picker has chosen their card, the person across from them from Team Real will choose the card in the same position across from them. All 4 cards, and whatever power cards in play, should all be face down on a playing field at this point. Now, it's time to flip. Each team must now follow whatever the card in front of them says. When everything is finished, the round will conclude, and the next one will start. The rounds after will switch which team goes first, and will also switch the roles of each player. For example, for the second round, the mirror team will go first. Whoever was the helper the last round will become the picker, and vice versa. After the 8 rounds are played, whoever has the most tokens on their side is declared the winner. and will stay in this reality while the other team gets banished forever.